Hi, so Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. I hope you're very well. And it's 8 o'clock. What's actually happened is we've had some big moves overnight. The Euro's dollar, if I put this onto an hourly chart, has already had quite a big move. It's come all the way up to Friday's resistance highs, and so a bit of a pain really. We've had some across the board. The markets have sort of moved overnight, which is a bit of a pain. But anyway, I'll come back to this in a second. Right, okay, so I'm going to be looking to go long down here and probably give it around about probably a 15 pip stop, give it a little bit of slack. So let's get a couple of units in. 1, 2, 3. I'll get all my units in and then I'm done. So I've got my 4 units in. I'll press pause whilst I'll just get these stops in, and what I'm looking forward to see is obviously if this euro can come back up. This trade could be over very quickly if I get stopped out down here, because it's in a little bit of a pullback mode at the moment. It's into some support, and that's why I bought it on the higher time frame charts. So it's hit a range of support. So I'll just press pause. Okay, so I've got the stops in now, and what I'm looking at as a first target is up at 111.04 by looks of things. If we can get to 111.04, I will take one of these off just to sort of pay for the trade if it can get up there. 111.04 is the 8 a.m. pivot, so if it can get to there, then that would I'll take something off up there. My stops I've put in, so we're all sorted out. You can see my stops are at 72. There they are. And so basically waiting to see if we can get up to this zone here, and then I'll take one unit off most likely, and just as that is our little 8 a.m. pivot. But ultimately I'm still looking to see if we can get a bit of a bigger bounce, so there's some other levels as well. So I'll press pause for now while we're waiting to see what happens. But like I said, this trade could still be over very quickly if it does decide to come down. I'll press pause for now. Right, okay, so we are bouncing a little bit here. We're getting close-ish to the target, but not there yet. But what I can do is just start to move this stop up a little bit. Oh, actually, it looks like I might need to bring one of these units up. So we're getting close here. We just hit the 5-minute 50. I was looking, I think, just about. So I'm going to look to take one of these units off just a little bit ahead of this pivot. So here we go. So there we go. 2. Okay, so I've just taken one unit off. And then if we can get to the pivot, then I'll take the second unit off, and then we've got a free ride for the rest of this trade. I think we're not quite there yet. Just a little bit more. There we go. Right, so take that one off. So I've now taken half. Now what I'm going to do is move the stop to this low here, which is at 78, and basically I cannot lose on this trade. And then I'll explain what I'm going to be looking to do. Now, guys in the room, I'm moving my stop to 78. That means you need to move your stop to 77, because I'm doing this video update, but I'm doing it with the chaps in our trading room. Every Friday now, my live trading on the video update, I'm doing in the room as well, because I'm not normally logged in the room in the mornings, but in the Friday mornings, I am doing that from now on. So you'll probably see, if I bring this up, you can see that I'm doing a projection of a projection of a projection, because it's the projector's running as with all the guys in the room there. So watching me, watching you, so to speak. So we've come up and hit this 8 a.m. pivot, and it could just want to roll over, hence why I've moved the stops up to 78. The entry originally was what, 80, 86s, 87s. We took, what's that, about 18 pips on that one, and 14 pips on that one. Is that about right? But if I get stopped out, it's going to be about under 10 pips. So whatever happens, I can't lose on this. Having said that, that's not entirely what I'm obviously looking for. I'm looking for some more upside. So where am I actually looking for? Right, the next target is going to be up here around about 111.25, and then, because that's into that prior high zone, that's if we can get there. I'm not entirely sure if we can. Sometimes what you can do is you can identify areas where tradable bounces may come from, and then you just have to then trade manage them, take some profits off, and then just trade manage them from there. But is there the potential of this euro going up to, and I'm looking at it on my off screen, around about 111.50? So I'm going to be holding on to a position to see if we can get all the way up to 111.50 if we can get up there. So if we can get up to 111.50, then great. That's like the hourly, 4-hourly, 200 and 100. They're both overlapping one another at the moment. So if, and it is a big ask at the moment, because all it's done at the moment is come up and hit this 5-minute 21. This could still roll over from here yet. But if it can turn this morning, then around about 111.25, I'll take that third unit off. Let's have a look at it. I'll take that third unit off. I mean, from a risk to reward perspective, I could close out now, but it's tempting to take another unit off here into the 5-minute 21 and then just leave that final one. Yeah, let's do that actually. So let's get another unit off here into this 5-minute 21. So I've now taken 3/4 off. I think I have. Yeah, there we go. And now we're on. Now I won't bother with that 25 unit. I was going to take one off here, but no. We're into this 5-minute 21. So now it's literally going to be just hold it all the way for that 111.50. That's all I'm going to be looking for now. So whatever happens, obviously still can't lose. In fact, the stop can actually be moved up another couple of pips because it's moved so far. If it comes all the way back down to there, then I think it's going to be game over anyway. So let's move it up to 80. So I'll move that stop to 80. So whatever happens, it'll only be a small stop out on that one, but I'll have made a couple of £100 overall. Okay, I've just got to let the guys in the trading room know all of this. They can hear me, but I have to also write an announcement in that room as well, so that we've got it logged. So with the trading room, we're on the mic, they're listening to me, they're watching these charts just like you are. They can see it all, but they're seeing all this live. But it's still good to write. We have an announcements box, so I can type in it, so if anyone in our trading room has just logged in, they can see exactly what's happened. They can see all the levels because I've got it all in the text as well. So otherwise, if I don't write it in, then I get told off by one of our we call him the enforcer in our trading room, and he'll say, "Joke, Charlie, you haven't written in the announcements yet." So I better quickly get that done. Right, I'll press pause for now. Video back up again. Okay, just back, and the euros. I've just been doing a lot of analysis with the guys in the room here across all the markets this morning. Now the euro's still sort of holding up at the moment, so we'll go into the smaller time frame chart. What I've got here going on here at the moment is this is a 4-hour chart, and so that final target, like I've said, is around about 111.50. We can see 111.54 is the green line, and this yellow line of my 4-hourly. This is a 4-hour chart. 4-hourly, 200 and 100 moving averages. So those are the next logical targets for me on this euro dollar, if it can get up there. So we're just playing, but I'm just in with this final unit right now, and this could take all morning, all day to get there, or it may just roll over yet still. So, but if it does get up to there, what I'll do is I'll take half of my final unit off, and then still see if we can get that bit higher, because if I go out to my daily chart here, okay, we've got a daily 50 MA and a daily 21 MA up there, up at 111.78. These are my e-signal charts, by the way. This is my charts that I'm usually looking at off screen that you don't usually get to see. So they're up there in that zone. So that's why I would split this final unit into two. So anyway, so that's the last of that. Let's have a look at the smaller time frame now and get a picture of what's going on. Once this has all disappeared. Are you coming off? Yeah, there you go. I still think this euro could struggle. Let me just press pause a second. Right, okay. So at the moment, this whole euro dollar, it's got up into that 25 zone. It's the zone I think I talked about earlier, but in the end decided to just take that third unit off at the 21. But this is a significant zone or area really for it to try and if it can breach it. So if it can't, then it's just gonna roll all the way back down again. So it's just a case of just playing a waiting and see game now. So I'll press pause, we'll see what happens, we'll come back to this later. Okay, it's just back and just doing a little bit more trade management because of the how far we have come. I'm going to move the stop up to 85, still way down here, but we're going to move that stop up to 85 so that on this final portion it's really going to be just like a 2 pip 2 or 3 pips of risk there now on the final portion. I'm still going to give back all of this £167 worth of gain that's sitting there paper, but that's all part and parcel of trading. You have to try and run your winners to an extent. From a risk reward perspective, I could come out now and it would still be an overall good risk reward trade. But I've picked those levels to see if we get that breakout today, and maybe we're not going to. In which case, all of a sudden, we'll be back down to 100, 200, about a £300 day, just over £300 day on this account. But we can always look back in hindsight and look and see what you could have done. But if you see the opportunity that there might be, you can see the opportunity for some more upside or downside if you're short, then you have to try and at least run it with some of a portion and see if you can get that. Now sometimes the markets just aren't giving it to you, but I've spotted this opportunity today, the way that we've come up on that euro dollar, and so I want to at least give it the opportunity to see if it can get up there. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and the euro's all of a sudden just shot up, and I was looking at that 50 level as a target, so I better get my my deal ticket ready. Let's actually bring up the account as well. And we're going to start trailing up the stop now aggressively, but because we're up reasonably comfortably here this morning now, I'm going to take half off at that 50 zone. So I'll bring the deal ticket up, and the way I have to do it is to effectively put in a sell order, or sell half of that, so that remaining. So if we can get up to that 50 zone, I'm going to be taking half of this final position off. So it's just all of a sudden, just literally out of nowhere, I was just chatting with the guys in the room, and it's just zoomed off. So we'll see if we can get there. What I am going to start doing now is aggressively moving that stop up. So let's actually do that now. We've had that bit of a spike candle, so let's get this up now. So I'm going to start move this all the way up to 20. We'll move it up to 21. That'll do. So the stop's now up aggressive. I've moved it up below this candle, and we're going to see if we can push through now. Like I said, to that 50 zone. So we're getting close here. So we're getting ready to take half of this off, if we can get there. I'm just checking my charts off screen. Yeah, it's still up in that 50 zone that I'm looking for. So if we can get there, we'll be taking half off, locking in a bit more. Here we go. Right, taking half at 53. So just effectively taken half of that final quarter off at 53. So let's just bring this across as we've hit that 50 zone. We've just hit that like I said earlier on, that 4-hour 100 MA, and that was crossing with the 200. So we've just hit that. So what I've effectively done there, just by doing that, let's bring this all the way across. We've got the original long at 100,000, and now I've just put a short in for 50,000, so I've effectively taken half off. So I can now see that I'm long 50,000 net. So whatever happens, we're banking a lot here now today. So what I need to do though is change all my orders and sort all of this out, because at what point do I want to? I've got to put the order against this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I'm going to move the stop to 25, to the low of this candle. So the stop on the original lot to 25. But I also now need to, 25. I now need to put that final target in. Now I could just run it, but I have got that daily. I mentioned that daily chart earlier on, and the daily. I think it was the daily 50 MA, which is up at 79. So we're going to go for that final target at 79. So 111, and I'll put the order in at 77, just a few pips below it. So that's going to be the final targets there. So that's on that original lot, and then I need to put the stops and limits against this short as well. So the stop against the short is obviously 111.77, and the limit, because I have to do it all around a weird way, is on at 111.25. So there we go. So whatever happens now, we'll either make a bit more money, and I'll start losing a little bit on the hedge effectively, but that's fine because I'm still net long. So we'll be making more money if this can get up to that 77 level. So we'll see. So we're up at 54 right now. So we're 15 minutes into this. Whatever happens, it's going to be a decent day here today. $1,200 up, but it's just the case. And what I'll start doing is trailing this stop up aggressively. So we're at 25 at the moment. It's a big candle here. I want to see if this can just push on through. If it's going to reverse, then I might as well come out. So I'll move these stops to 30 now, as we're sitting right up there. So I'll move these stops to 30. Really locking in the gains now. And that's to 30 as well. Right, there we go. So now it's just a case of seeing if this euro dollar can carry on pushing through. But so far so good. I think even whatever happens, if it comes down to 30, it'll still be reasonable. We'll probably be about £600 for the day or something like that, I guess. We'll have to see. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. We see we're still going. We need to trail this stop even more. So move it up to about 45 now. So let's get these stops up. So it's just going. It's in a nice pure momentum sort type of move right now. So we're now just locking in the gains as it's going up. So moving up the stop to 45. And I could move it to 50, but 50 might be a little bit much. But 45 will do. So stops are up to 45. Press pause. Okay, just back. We're still sitting here. We're going to trail this stop up even more now. See if we can get all this finished. It might just pop while I'm doing this, but let's move the stop up to the low 50s. So we've got it just below this. We're at 64s at the moment, so let's bring it up to 52. That'll do. And I need to limit on that one to 52. Oh, here it goes. Come on, off you go. It looks like it might hit it just while I'm those orders whilst I'm doing this. It's 67. We've got about another 10. Is it 10 pips to go? 77 we're looking for. See if it can just have a little flurry, and I'll just start aggressively moving these stops. So I'm moving to 55 now on this final one. How many of you guys in the room are still in this trade, or are you all out now? I know some of the guys have been coming out and they're closed out now. Anyone still in? Closed, just closed, out, not me. Okay, I think they're, oh, Nigel's still in, Tom's still in. Okay, a lot of them are, the guys in the room are out now, so that's fine. So I'm just trying to get this to a point when I've got to shoot off to the gym. I just want to get this video over and done with you guys now. But if we go back over this trade now, from the entry down, where did the entry come in? Down here. You look back at it now and you think, oh, I had to take those first profits. But at that point, we didn't know if this cable, this euro was going to roll over and do a bit more of a rollover at that point. So it was the right thing to do to get some off to pay for the trade and then just try and run the back end. So, but overall, sat through the consolidation and just had to wait patiently and then see if we were going to get that breakout today. If it had rolled over, fine, it wouldn't have hurt us. But the patience has paid off again on this occasion. But like I said earlier on, if we'd have just taken it all off at that point earlier on and only to then see it break out, then you'd have thought, oh, well, you know, missed out there. So it had that potential to get up there today. So, but of course, oh, sorry, we're supposed to all be shorting the euro, aren't we? Because it's all fundamentally, you know, should be going down, shouldn't it? Yeah. Don't follow the technical analysis at all, should we? Right, this might actually get there on this little run. Let's see if we can get there. We're within 7 pips. I'm tempted to get this closed out and just take it. Yeah, I'm going to just override this. I want to get this video done. Let's see if we can get this overridden. So we're at 73 now, so 74. So there we go. Oh, it's going to go. Come on, get there. See if we can get there. I'm going to be late for the gym. I've got a gym session. Right, we're within 3 pips. I'm closing out. Okay, we're done. I think. Let's see. There we go. So I'm out. So that was on that final quarter. Within 3 pips anyway. Done. So $1,300, £851 on that trade today. A nice trade today. I shall leave that with you. We're 19 minutes in. Have a great weekend. Back in touch next week.